Hey, this is LJ from Sevendust, lead singer, and you're listening to Backstage Entertainment.
This is Lafrentz with Backstage Entertainment. We are sitting here with LJ from Sevendust. LJ, what's your role in the band in case anybody doesn't know that already?
I'm a guitar tech. I do vocals, I sing, or I try to sing.
That's right.
I'm the singer for the band.
Okay, so we got the lead singer of Sevendust. Everybody's a big deal, I tell you what. But LJ, now where did the name Sevendust come from?
Actually, years ago, Vinny came in. We had some issues, we went through several names, from Rumble Fish to Call Space. And Vinny came in and said Sevendust, and Sevendust was a chemical, Sevendust is what they call it. The country boys call it Sevendust.
Gotcha.
Kind of stuck with us, man, and we needed a name, and it was the time, and it fit. Thank the Lord that it stuck with us.
Yeah, it's pretty catchy,
yeah,
so
cool.
Great job on that.
Thank you, it's very cool.
When, and I guess how, did the band actually form?
So many years ago.
So you guys have been around for quite a while now.
Morgan, Vinny, and John were jamming together.
Okay.
And before then, I saw these guys in other bands, and I always wanted to jam with them. The chance was there, and I was even 21 years old. And they asked me to come play with them, and it was magic. It was crazy. It was me, John, Vinny, and Morgan jamming, wrote 2 songs together.
Yep.
A few years later, maybe a year later or so, pulled Clint in, and it's been magic ever since.
Right. Now, talking about your, let's talk about your new album that recently came out called Cold Day Memory. You guys need to check it out. It's in stores now, right? You can get it pretty much anywhere.
I hope you can. Yeah, be able to. Somebody's going to buy it. No, you can. You can get it in all the stores.
That's right. So, tell us how Cold Day Memory actually came to be, that name.
Well, actually, it started from a song, but it ended up turning into something I think that kind of goes into what's going on with Sevendust in our lives right now, with Clint coming back and being kind of full circle.
Yep.
The album being recorded in Chicago in the middle of winter.
Okay.
And you remember the Cold Day Memory, and all kind of just like kind of going through names for the album one day, and so that would be cool, and it kind of fits with everything that's going on in our lives right now. This would definitely be a memory. So so there you have it.
Cold Day Memory. Like I said, check it out. So. Talk about the album again. Like, what are a few songs that you think is really the big hits off the album?
You know what, man? That's a good question because it's hard to pick singles and all that, crazy stuff. I feel this album has just a great catalog of, I love them all, from Better Place all the way to Splinter to Karma. I think the whole album has, just maybe because it's a new album,
right?
And it's each song is a baby, like a little bit.
Yeah.
So I love them all, but I just like everything. And with Clint being back in the band too and doing this new album, it made things feel like the beginning again,
right?
In a sense. So I'm even looking forward to the future stuff that we're doing right now.
Exactly. So now performing really is probably a pretty cool thing for you guys to be doing and everything. But what is your favorite song to perform on stage for fans? We got some knocking going.
Backstage live, man.
This is Backstage.
You guys
don't get to see this, and we get to hear knocking all night.
Favorite song to perform on stage, man. Sometimes it depends on the mood I'm in. It depends on my mood. Because each song definitely brings me back to a time and something that was going on in that period that song was written in. Everything got quiet.
Yeah, we got quiet. You guys can't see this, but there's a freezer thing right next to us, and it shut off. So we're gonna keep going.
I'm sure it's full of beer.
This is like, what's weird about this? It's like Cold Day Memory when we were recording the album. If you ever saw the Sevendust YouTube stuff, they were banging, they were building stuff the whole time we were doing the album.
Really?
Yeah, and so you can hear that. And it's kind of fitting. It's kind of spooky.
There you go. Whoops.
Anyway, I like performing. You know what, man? I'm really into Splinter. That's really heavy. That's cool. Angel Sun's always a great song to do live. All of the songs. To me, it's an emotional roller coaster each night. That's my serenity. So that's why I don't really think about things that are going on that may not be the happiest things in the world, but things that everyone has to go through.
Exactly.
On that stage, that's all those songs to me.
Right.
They're
what are those bands though that have actually inspired you to do what you do now and makes you go out on stage when you do?
So many, man. My father, his band, bands like Thin Lizzy, you know. Of course, you know, rock bands, Led Zeppelin and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, all the classics.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, things, Prince. Speaking of,
Right?
everyone Backstage at First Avenue, you know, First Light, how do you say that? First Avenue? First Ave, you know, I want to say it the right way. Prince's place. So this place is history. This was awesome.
Right.
First Ave. We played here years and years ago. And this is actually, wasn't this in Purple Rain?
Let's, for 1 second, we're going to bring our other colleague of Backstage Entertainment in the shot real quick. Carissa, you want to come over here? Talk about, she was telling us on the way over here about Prince and where we're at right now.
This was his home base. This is where it's all, you know, kind of started. He definitely, Purple Rain was based off of this venue.
This is crazy. I love it. So, you know, to me, this is exciting to be here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Brother, this is a beautiful venue. It's very cool.
Nice.
Even with the knocking, it's cool. So,
Exactly.
it could have been Prince trying to get in here.
That's right. That's right.
It's reality, yeah.
Exactly. When you guys are kind of on the road, you guys have your own time to yourself
Yes.
and everything. And I'm sure you like to rock out and everything, but what is your favorite band to listen to when you're
Oh my
have
goodness.
your own time and want to rock out?
Man, I mean, it's so many different things. Oh my, you know, it's from country music to Lil Wayne. You know, you might see Rascal Flatts, and you know, I mean anything. It's we love music. It's crazy. You know, we just sit back here. You know, we have kids too, so we listen to a lot of different things.
Right, like the Wiggles and that sort of thing.
You know, actually, believe it or not, I know some of that stuff too.
Really?
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old, so of course I have to.
Exactly.
But you know, back here in the dressing room, it's always fun. From, you know, it could be dance music going on to,
Mhm.
you know, it's the heaviest, Meshuggah, you know, just anything, Lamb
Yeah.
of God
Oh yeah,
to Prince. You know, so
exactly.
we just love music.
Right. Kind of in that same sense, though, you know, talking about favorite things to do or whatever, the fans really, I mean, are pretty loyal to you guys. What is your favorite way to interact with fans? I mean, taking the cake is going to be performing on stage. Besides that, what do you like to do with fans?
To hang out.
Just hang out.
Yeah, just you know, because you know, like I said, you know, a lot of people when you go out and hang out with them, oh man, it's crazy, can't believe you know. Yeah, it's not crazy because if I wasn't in the band, I would still want to hang out.
Yeah,
And to know someone cool that's into the music, you know,
Right.
because I don't know. I guess I'm a people person.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And I think without those beautiful people that I feel like we've grown up with, not fans, I feel like they're family. So it's a family reunion. So I have to go out and talk to them, you know, because I don't feel like our shows are concerts really. I feel like these experiences that we've grown up a lot of times with these people. You know, you have boyfriend and girlfriends that met that are now married that are bringing these kids that come to the show and they're now old enough now that they have girlfriends, and it's like, wow, does that mean I'm old? That's cool because you're witnessing something beautiful. It's cool to be a part of it.
That is pretty cool. Now, one thing, I'm a pretty big WWE fan, and
Me
now
too.
you guys have had some of your songs, you know, kind of
Yes.
with those guys. I mean, your songs have been used by the WWE.
Yes.
What has that experience done for you guys, and what does that kind of mean for the band? to do
I
that?
just think it's awesome. It's just cool to be a part of, you know, any
Mhm.
type of sports. But that's, you know, wrestling's always something I've been, you know, even back from Coco Beware days. You know, I don't know if I'm 38, so I'm a little older than you. But I know wrestling. And, you know, that's really exciting to have any parts to do with any type of sports. You know, it's always cool. And if we can excite sports people by our music and their fans with the energy, that's what it's all about. Because to me, Sevendust is a sport at times too.
Oh yeah. So who's your favorite wrestler right now?
Oh man, my favorite wrestler right now, I mean, The Undertaker.
I gotta tell you too, I'm a John Cena fan. So
Oh,
all
wow.
the John Cena fans out there, unite.
You look like a wrestler.
All right, we kind of did the serious questions
Mhm.
and everything. Now let's do some fun ones. If you weren't in the band, what would LJ be doing right now?
Goodness.
Besides porn.
No, wow, I don't know what I would be doing. I would, you know, actually, I deal with horses with the family, so we'd probably be doing something with horses.
Nice.
Yeah, and being at home with my girls, and you know.
Yeah. All right.
Or, either Chucky at Chuck E. Cheese, you know, something like that. That's always fun. You know, the kids will love it. So,
You know something now, guys?
interview.
Yeah.
You need to get in here?
No, I want to talk to you for a second.
Okay, yeah, after this interview.
Okay.
Man.
We keep getting interrupted. This is Backstage Entertainment, guys. You know it. All right. If you could be anyone in the world for one day,
Oh my goodness.
who would that be?
Probably weird to be anyone for one day. See, I'm a weirdo, so I think about all kind of weird other things. I don't know, other than just to be in someone else. I was like, yeah, that'd be weird. Because, you know, like that. Who would you be?
Oh gosh, if it were me, I said I'm a big John Cena fan. John Cena would be pretty cool. I gotta admit. But I don't know. I you know, to tell you the truth, I've always wanted to be like a rock star or something like that. So I'd probably be LJ.
Oh, no way. You'd be like, this is boring. Wait a minute. Wow, this sucks. Let me think. Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. So,
Yeah.
I like to be the man. Yeah,
Nice.
Cool. You know, I've never thought about that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, we all, on Halloween night, we dressed up like Elvis. The
Oh.
whole band. You guys should check that out online. It's very cool.
Okay. Well, cool. You guys can search for it too. It's Sevendust dressed up as Elvis. Just
We were all the
Google it.
kings. We were the kings.
That's right. Now, in your music too, you guys have probably done some covered some other bands or things like that. If you could pick a favorite song to cover, what would that be? Or even just a band in general.
And you know what? I've always wondered. We haven't covered Hendrix songs. I think that would be a cool song to cover. So many songs. I like to cover an Elvis Presley song. Actually, if you notice, the theme of this tour is all Elvis, you know, stuff.
Yeah.
The passes and stuff. So I'm into that stuff. But I don't know. A good song to cover. Voodoo Child. That's what I like to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So maybe check it out sometime. We're gonna get these guys to do that. So.
I can definitely make that happen.
Well, where can people go to learn more about Sevendust other than going to Google and search and they'll find your website? But what is your website? Where can they go?
Well, I mean, don't like show up at the houses or anything. You know what I mean? So, no, I'm kidding. You know, there's so many sites out there. I think all you have to do is Google Sevendust, and
Yeah.
you can see all kind of stuff on us.
Yeah.
You know, and definitely the Facebook and Sevendust, MySpace. I can't believe I'm saying that, because I'm so, you know, I'm still the old school type of guy, but I'm learning all about that stuff and I'm on it. But I think that MySpace and Facebook stuff is incredible, and it has a lot of information on there. And we check it, and we love to see everyone saying hello. And I think it's cool what y'all are doing out there. And thank you.
Yep. So once again, sitting here with LJ, lead singer of Sevendust. Check out their album Cold Day Memory. It's in stores now. Once again, it's Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment. Check it out,
You need to
guys.
zoom into that picture of the man right here.
There you go.
There it is.
Now, wait a minute. I'm coming in a little hot. My voice, I should have brought it up a little higher. I need a glass of water.